Welcome back to Bitcoin Magazine Netherlands channel. We are back again with another key opinion leader, and this time we are going to be touching on wealth management, digital wealth management with Abdul Rafay Gadit. I hope I'm pronouncing all of those names correct, right?
Yeah, absolutely fine. Yes. Thank
Wonderful,
you.
wonderful. Yo, you're welcome. So we're here to discuss ZigChain today, and hopefully we'll be able to also discuss a little bit of Disrupt. But starting with ZigChain, I was on the website, and it basically has a very interesting byline: wealth generation infrastructure for everyone. When you say for everyone, everyone is a very big word. Everyone doesn't,
Yeah.
it doesn't cover just a few people. You're talking about everyone. How do you live up
Yes.
to making such a big claim?
Yeah. So the idea of ZigChain is that basically the fundamental problem with the world of finance and investment is that the investment opportunities are not well distributed and are not available to everyone across the world. When we started Zigmoney 7 years ago, which now has transformed into ZigChain, our vision and mission has remained that through our products and services, we want to make it frictionless for everyone in the world. And this is what we have achieved in last 7 years through through our products that without any subscription fees or without like any minimum investment amount. Like people can currently invest in our platform with less than $10. They can start with $10 as well. So it is essentially bringing everyone into the picture and now with the blockchain, with our own layer one blockchain coming in, it does not remain about us curating the wealth management, opportunities for the individuals who can participate. We are opening up the whole world of opportunity for the builders and founders into the DeFi ecosystem to come in and build their dApps and protocols. So that is also permissionless, and we are supporting them immensely. The current infrastructure that we are building is actually, in true essence, allowing everyone to participate in the opportunities that they were not able to part of it before, like which were allocated for the high net worth individuals or the hedge funds and simply speaking the larger family offices. We are fractionalizing those opportunities and bringing it to the individuals, and hence that's why I think we stand very true to that claim.
And how do you make sure that it remains balanced? Because if someone like us jump in there, we have 10 years of experience, you have probably more. But whenever people that are just newly stepping into the wealth management world, how do you make sure that it's a balanced environment for everyone?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about from the investor perspective, right? And investor come in all shapes, sizes, and the intellect as well as the type of the risk that they bring in. What we have done is that over the period of time, we have curated our current marketplace at Zinari.com in a way that becoming a wealth manager in the marketplace is not very easy, and it's a very hardcore curated process, and they come through very stringent testing. Plus, we also have some risk metrics scoring so that everyone who comes in an idea to invest, they can actually pick what they want. And with the blockchain, the idea remains the same. It's just a centralized culture. We are taking it to the decentralized world, where we would ensure that in a perfect UI UX environment, the customer is able to see all the track record, um, the risk appetite, the length of the fund manager or wealth manager, that what they have been doing, which allows people to pick what what they like. And then we are open for the developers to build the AI tooling on top of it, which can actually profile the individuals the way they want to invest and then execute according to them. In fact, we have just funded a dApp which is actually building this AI toolkit that will allow the investors to simply give access to some of their data to the dApp, and that dApp will be able to invest on their behalf across the ZigChain ecosystem. So by using the mix of our data, our history, and some of the AI, we would be able to create this equal environment.
And then talk to me about the UX UI. You're talking about an UX UI that's easily understandable by everybody that comes into a new platform. How did you guys manage to make sure it's not only easy, but also professional enough and difficult enough to
Yeah,
actually attract those investors who are seeking
right.
for a professional level?
Right, absolutely. It's a very interesting balance here. It's a great question. So, for example, if you go out on the road and if you ask someone, do they know about crypto? Answer would be yes. Do they know about Binance? In a good country, answer would be yes. But if you go and ask them, how many times have you used a trust wallet, or how many times have you used a Uniswap or something like that? the buck stops there, right?
Yes.
This is the problem that I think we have solved in a way that if you come to our platform currently in signally.com, which was the product on which we are building the blockchain now, you will see that sorry, you will see that you will not even feel that you are in a crypto product. It will look like that you are in an amazingly internationally accredited app, which is just like another investment app, just that it invests in crypto. So the people who already have this habit of investing, for them, it's no change that way. Just the asset class changes, everything remains the same. And on the other hand, we are providing enough toolkit for the professionals, and not only ourselves. What we are doing is that we are also white labeling wealth management technology. So there are a lot of professional hedge fund managers now who are taking this technology and building their own UI UX on top of it, so they can, using our technology and our robust, able to create their own solutions on top of it. So it is beautiful that way, that if there is a hedge fund manager who wants to target HNWs in a particular manner, they can take a technology and build a white
Mhm.
label build a new UI UX on top of it. Our current one is very attractive. We have all shapes and sizes. Again, we have people with $10 as well, people with $1 million as well. So it is very well balanced in that way.
And as you guys keep growing, you are allowing more builders to come on board, create their own environments. How do you make sure the security goes hand in hand with allowing so many people to create their own environments?
Yeah. So first of all, to start with, we one my fellow co-founder Bart, he's a security expert. He's a tech expert, and we have some really again, like, security is something you cannot really say how you're securing it, but what we
Yeah.
can say is that over the years we have proven it to the industry over the last 7 years. Touch wood, zero incident has happened on our platform. We know that it's not a matter of if but when, generally speaking, and every single platform has faced that. Our idea is to be very robust about it and have the environment where this thing should not happen in first place. But God forbid, if something happens, how do we cope up with that? Right. So we do this thing, like we do contingency planning, we do stress testing, we do firefighting, all of these things that are, and we check, double check, triple check. Like, for example, the blockchain that we are building right now is a layer one built on Cosmos SDK. We are not doing one or two audits, we are doing three audits. We're doing three security audits with the top three firms in the world to make sure that it's there. And then we are paying a seven-figure to a dev team with the security team internally who are first making it airtight. Historically speaking, whatever smart contract we have taken to the audit firms, they have come back with zero observations. That kind of an environment we are creating. So again, like, we have created a similar environment at in our earlier products, and we are hoping to create the same in the blockchain as well. Again, very tough to go down the details of exactly how we are securing it, as you can understand. But yes, it is. We have a precedence of it being secure.
So in short, if I ask you, is it secure? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, very.
Okay. Very good. So you guys are trying, and if you, as soon as you use the word everyone, you're trying to reach a mass adoption point. In other words, you're
Yeah,
trying to get as many people into the actual space as possible. What is the next step? How are you going to keep
yeah.
up with being available to everyone?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a fantastic question. So I think the adoption will come from multiple angles, right? You need to have a good enough pipeline. So we want to behave like a platform. We need to understand that the time of having generalized blockchains is gone. Like, you cannot fight on the speed of the blockchain and transaction fees of the blockchain. There are good enough blockchains for that, and the delta that you require to invest more to get that up, it's not worth it. We are not sitting there with $1 billion to solve that problem. What we are here for is to use an efficient Cosmos SDK, which is available, which is fast enough, which is cheap enough. Now, how do we reach out to the masses? In the platform environment, what we think of a blockchain is as a platform, right? Where you have the supply side and the demand side. Supply side is the investment opportunities, and demand side is the liquidity. In a centralized environment at Zignally.com, we have already solved that problem. We are managing more than 500,000 customers with $170 million in asset under management, managed by more than 100 traders. We are one of the largest Binance brokers as well. So it is there. Now, when we are extrapolating this towards the blockchain, what advantage we are getting, that we are going beyond trading only. We are getting into yield farming, we are getting into NFTs, we are getting into real world asset tokenization, everything and anything that you can think about. And there's a lot of supply side that the pipeline is building, but on the demand side, how we are approaching it is that not only that we are marketing, but we are doing a lot of B2B business. So all our white label technologies that are building on top of us, so far we have 6, and there is a pipeline of 20 more this year. They will also be marketing the same products that we are building at our end. So the distribution actually does not remain only our responsibility, but to others as well. And on top of it, the very important point, the builders who are coming on the ecosystem, we took a very hard decision. We said that we will not build a single DApp in house. Okay, there are blockchains who have done that. It's an easy route. Your go to market becomes super fast. But we took a painful route of picking, putting out the programs, going through the network, traveling the world, and picking like crazy great teams with previous successes. Right now, there are more than 15 dApps being built on ZigChain in the testnet environment. All are independent team, all are successful, self-funded, previously funded, previous successful teams. They will also have their go-to-market strategies. So the DEX is building, a token launcher, memes.fund is building. There's a liquid staking, there's a lending boarding, there's a perps, there's a tokenization platform building. All of them will have their own GTM strategies, bringing traffic to the Zig chain. So us supporting them bringing it on the other side, on the business side. We have the B2B environment as well. So in collectively, what we see is that in the next 5 years, we would like to see more than 100 million people using our blockchain to create the wealth.
And when you say in 5 years, obviously a lot of things are going to change between now and then. 5 years from now, we might be on the dawn of quantum computing.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. So what would be the final step? If you, 5 years from now, you're hoping 100 million people are in there, and with what purpose?
Purpose is saying that we want this. So I come from Pakistan, okay, and in Pakistan, even if you have money, finding the investment opportunity is one hell of a job, right? You really cannot go international, right? And this is not a problem only with Pakistan. It's literally a problem with every emerging country with high inflation, high risk, currency control environment as well. So we are targeting those emerging markets, and the idea is that countries like Pakistan, India, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Argentina, Southeast Asia, these countries with large, dense population, they should be able to have this financial luxury to use their savings into something that they want to invest. The world of crypto is going to change. You talked about 5 years of change. I'll tell you what is going to change. People think crypto, people think Bitcoin, people think Ethereum. I think in 5 years, people will say crypto and people will think tokenized assets, tokenized real world asset. I think this is where it's going to be the real usage of the blockchain. And I think this is what we want to capitalize on, that these yields, when they are coming on chain, we can pass them on across the geographies. You talked about quantum computing. I think any vision should be technology agnostic. Blockchain, AI, cloud, every technology has come over the last 10, 15, 20 years. They have at their peaks and have done great work for the humanity, I would say. If quantum comes, it will also fit into the picture. Quantum is again a technological vertical. If the vision remains aligned to provide this financial freedom and inclusion across the geographies, then I think technology will become a complementary and not become a resistance.
Wonderful. So as you guys heard it here, Abdul made it very clear. We are moving towards a world where the word crypto no longer is synonymous with Bitcoin and Ethereum, but with tokenized real world assets. And you're one of the first people, and we've asked this question to a lot of people, whenever they hear the word quantum computing, the first thing they do is tremble. The fear factor comes up. And you are quite honestly one of the few who doesn't fear it. So I appreciate it. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for this 15 minutes you gave us of your time to bring this information. Our readers are going to love it. Our actual subscribers to our channel are going to love it. And I hope to be able to sit down and talk to you at a later date one more time.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Sounds
very much.
wonderful. And if you and your community are coming to Dubai for Token 2049, we are doing an inaugural ZigChain Summit. We can share the link with you for your community. You guys are all invited. It will be a grand event on 29th of April.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. To all of those watching, subscribe to this channel. Keep following us, and we will keep bringing you these type of interviews full of value-add information. Thank you, and see you all soon.